Welcome to more Star Rail. Last time we went off, we killed the Power Rangers. Or at least watched them get eaten, and found out that they were basically turned into vegetables before they were eaten. And that the moon stated, the person who wins the game shall become the new Haha. Well, there's a couple of the new events. I haven't touched upon them yet. Like, well, I guess that's pretty old, but well, that just popped in of thing. Let's see. Here's you can get well 10 7 what I believe what was let's see 20 polls here, and then another one, so that's grand total 30 polls, or free polls if you're like me, since you get 1600 from this, and then 20 from this. And you can see this picture, which I used as the thumbnail for this patch. I was I looked at the one at I was looking at like one that was put out thing. I looked at that picture and decided, I don't like that. I don't like the picture showing Silver Wolf, the new Silver Wolf, and the Fox Girl picture that much, so I went for this one. Too bad I can't have the effects, though. Okay, I haven't touched upon, well, first of all, let's see. Currently, these two people have been added to the roster. Well, as you can show, I re-clicked it, and I went off and grabbed the character I didn't own. Okay, and these characters have been added to the roster of, well, if you fail the pull thing, and these characters got upgrades. I've yet to test them out. I'm technically now the owner of 3 of them. This thing is here again. As said, it's interesting you can lock her in. As you can see, I don't own her yet because, well, she's not released yet, so I'm just gonna leave it here. Last time we saw that was when Elysia was released, where whatever, I can't remember her name. Like right at the moment, she's just Elysia to me. Oh, my brother. I haven't saw what this the decisive battle is yet. Let's see. I guess technically can't. It's on a separate window page. I guess I would just look at it. Oh no! What happened to the map? Everything's all broken and hacked. What did she do? Okay, let's see. Use up money, dispatch an agent. Okay, that's pretty doable. Assignment. Claim rewards. Now they're sent again. Now, let's see. I have to use up money. Why are you glowing? Hey, I haven't canonically unlocked this yet. Why are you here? What? I checked. This is interesting. I've checked this a couple of times, and I saw that it wasn't available since like the start of the week. It wasn't available, but now it is. Since yeah, this wasn't here a couple times. I checked her. Oh well, I guess I can build her elation right now. Unlock it early? Yeah, might as well. I've got some accessories for it. Yeah, again, I just want to equip it then. This gives me okay, well, let's first try it out. Since we're going to see it anyways, might as well get rewarded for it.
All's revealed in divining room. And foul. Break down the house. Non-family friendly content. Be careful.
Stars favor us.
Alright, forgot that thing is still playing in the background. Let me close that down so it doesn't continue to play in the background. See? Okay, there, good.
Keep the heat up.
Okay, we get a lightsaber.
Troublemaker? I'd like to be one too.
Your moment to shine. Light it up.
Don't thank me.
Okay, I should probably go slow. At least when I get back there.
People always say that the will of... But I wish to observe the heavens with my divination. May you have the best of luck. To an explosive star! Martial arts? Command!
Okay, so they turned their lightsaber into saber chucks, which is now what again must be the world's most dangerous form of lightsaber, nunchucks. Who turns lightsabers into nunchucks? Oh yeah, that. Oh, that just reminds me.
Everything came together.
I've heard things about of that where multiple languages just had a weird what chat like thing, while English had
Hesitation only breeds chaos.
English had them just say a phrase, which apparently it was made people dissatisfied to the point where they changed it to match the other languages of just them some sort of wooha.
Converge and awaken. All things human creations.
Of course, I also did see a more maybe. Well, I have saw the relation Trailblazer inside of the Currency Wars.
Troublemaker? I'd like to be one too. Stars favor us. Prince! Don't thank me.
Okay, let's see.
Your moment to shine. Light it up.
Now, what theme is that? Also, why are people cheering?
Keep the heat up.
Okay.
The stage is yours!
The omniscia sees through you.
Okay, I'm gonna let Otto now take full control.
Observe the heavens with my divinations! Test of luck! An explosive start! Something!
Well, that... Okay, now let me go build them, so I can spend the currency to build them. I guess I'll clip this one right now. Okay, let's see, what's the... well, I guess the recommended one is the one I just decided to throw on them. Okay, let's enhance this. Cheers, Auto. E. Bill. Wish they added a in Honkai Impact there is a button that just jumps it to allows you to jump it to whatever all the way up to max level, or each individual level, and it will devour the needed resources to get to that level. I wish they added that to Star Rail. So I wouldn't have to do this auto-synthesize thing. Well, I've definitely spent enough for this to meet the requirement. I'm gonna need more of those things, and I collected them just to get traits. Since I collected a bunch of these to get this thing up. And now I'm gonna need more. Oh well, might as well. There, at least those traits are at their peak.
The destination isn't the prize. The joy's in the journey itself. The destination isn't the prize. The joy's in the journey itself.
Okay, now worry about doing the other ones. Well, I could just do a quick farm. I have those tickets that I have. Yeah, that's true. And I could always do that, yeah. Let me use these. Okay, and there. That's maxed out. Relics. Smart equipment, please. I need to get a better ball, it looks like. But this should do for the time being, I guess.
Joy or pain? What matters is that we're the ones making the call. Joy or pain? What matters is that we're the ones making the call. Joy or pain? What matters is that we're the ones making the call.
I got these, which were available for a short time. This. I saw this on sale, but I didn't want to bother getting it. Okay, it looks like that was added. Gift from so both of these are there. Alright, which then this reminds me of something. Okay, first of all, let me swap out my parties. I have the wrong party for this. There you are, party. Enable. And I can't have Traveler being a relation right now. It's an atrocious thing. Oh yeah, let me first eat these. Okay, there. Okay, back to what I was talking about. was Alright, the class record address, I got it, but well, there's also this on sale. Yeah, I'm probably gonna I want to get it, but I need a bit more of these, so yeah. Oh yeah, right. This thing has reset. I'll probably spend just add enough of these to get this. Don't really care for this. But there's a discount if you buy the bundle. You can get this for 30 cents. This, which I already bought. This, you can actually buy it with Jade. You could buy this headgear for Jade, so I did. I had enough Jade at the moment, at the time. This, I had these, I believe it was a couple of these, which at the time. But now let's go to the atrocity. To get these pets, you need to get up to this much. It's the whole entire bow thing again. And actually, I think this one actually costs way more. Since as shown, we need 250. 25, I mean, sorry, 25,000. These have reset. Oops, I meant this, but you get the point. So, you would have to spend, what, several $100 to be able to get to it? Let's see, oh, the other one was what, like in the $300 range? Well, this one is easily way worse. They're really hoping for some serious whales wanting that pet. I said, I am not going to bother with it. This thing is absolutely atrocious. Let's see, the first time they did this, they have a phone book cover for the Trailblazer and wallpaper, showing you clearly spent money for it. Clear evidence you did. And here, have a bow that gives an bow skin for Elysia, which changes her ultimate to be more Trailblazer obsessed. And now we have here, get these pets for several hundred, well, I believe like what, almost like $500+ for this thing. Yeah, pretty bad. Meaning, if you watch someone stream and saw them, but they're playing around with this, or have this thing, you know that they spent a whole bunch to own it. I think they should have just had it that, hey, it will keep track of how much you spent if in the previous year and add that into your total, and you can spend a bit more to attempt to get to the quota rather than you having to buy it all at once right now. At least that would be for those dedicated on buying occasional things, but nope, it wants you to spend right now. And remember, I didn't even care about going to the bow, and I could have gotten it for like $200 or something. I would have to check my math back there. But this one is just absurd. Truly absurd. Okay, back to the events. Other than, yeah, I did get the stress. That got refreshed. This thing is a I can't show. We got these, like last year, showing us what things. When I attempted to load this in a couple of times to look at it, it kept on crashing for me. It just loaded, then just gave me a black screen. It allowed me to exit out at least, but let's first check it out. My log. I gotta consider this game's that old now. Right. Yeah, I did have her stand around a lot when I was just looking at stuff. And, alright, Serini, which, again, this comes from her just, this is solely from me doing idol animation. I just let her just stand around while I do other stuff, look at stuff, and she's just standing there for, well, most of the time, me just standing in, I believe, in either in front of the the DU or the currency wars. I guess we can abbreviate to CW, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna call it currency wars, and then we have the DU and SU. So yeah, I am constantly just standing around doing nothing with her, as you noticed, simply because of my team that I use for, well, doing those things like collecting resources, all those resource collecting things and accessories like doing things. I use her along with that rapier guy, Faithful, and then using a Acheron from that guy. I forgot his name. the username. I'm bad with names, but they've currently did change their roster, but kept Acheron, which I'm pleased with. So yeah, that's from pure idle animation. I'm guessing this is. Oh, I get it because I guess this is. All right, characters you bought. These don't get chibis. They're just pictures. Her because she was one of the free characters. I think it was either her or Silverwolf, and I chose her be, simply because for archerer, for archer support. Then I got her. This just shows how I didn't really pull that much. Of course, I also since me saving huge amounts of resources to get say Arteria and Silly, and then also saved for her. Decided to pull for him since he's one of the OG guys. The most frequently used character, and then this guy, who is part of my team a lot. I think it will be like, yep, Remembrance, since this is Destruction, Archeria. Of course he is, since I use him as my main healer. I'm surprised. Alright, I don't really use people with that thing. But Robin from this one, I guess I haven't touched the permanence one in a long time. Makes sense for her. I've used the only times this character gets used is in Currency Wars right now. And this is why she has this much because Currency Wars, and she's a 1 star, and she's a great tier character in Currency Wars. So of course she gets used a lot more compared to the other ones. I believe also that the Fox, if I remember right, the Fox person's also in this tier as well. But I'm surprised that Robin is it. Of course, I don't really use harmony characters that often. Yeah, makes sense for her since she's put a lot of time into her, and I use her a lot in Currency Wars and occasionally in the DU. And I use her as said during every since I use makes sense that harmonies gets used. From what I saw from playing with, as Erudition Traveler, uh, the Trailblazer, I'd read it and I feel I'll probably swap it back to Remembrance afterwards. But still, this just shows how little I use people from from this and this. I guess him only because let's see, he's part of the night crew um of the night in its Currency Wars. He is part of the night crew. I forget what they're called. There's the day and night crew, and occasionally I grab him. And I believe I sometimes try to use him in other modes, but this shows you just how many times I well used him. Robin, I think, is sort of the same. Of course, think I don't have that many Harmony characters, though. what makes sense, but Trailblazer is the absolute #1 MP here. I guess in second place would be Casterus and or but yeah, Casterus. No, it would be still Elysia probably in second place. Or would it be Casterus? No, Casterus would be in second place. The number of times I used her before Elysia came out. My most frequently borrowed was Anaric. Was the Trailblazer. I'm surprised. Oopsies. Sorry. Just talking about, looks he was talking about idol relics. So much idol. Guess that's the end of chapter 1. We'll go up to chapter 2 later. Where's also well. Alright, forgot. That's also something else. Forgot about that. Let's go back here. There's a vent here. Which I don't know about what it is yet. We get this, which is probably going to become the better light tone for our erudition, which I haven't touched either. Okay, which then now leads us over to the new character, Silver Wolf. Yeah, like Casterus, has a global passive. Her global passive knocks out debuffs. I don't plan on pulling for her. Again, I want the fox that comes after her. Well, doesn't change that we can try her out. As you can see, her global passive does that, which triggers when you get debuffs. And she could summon forth the all-powerful Pac-Man. It does. And it plays the Cyber Angel Beam. So yeah, the Pac-Man here has a well, it plays out the Cyber Angel Beam. If we forget, is the theme when was the Baronia became, I believe, was the Pressure of Sentience? No, Sentience? Forget what one. When Leonia became a Hersher for the first time.
All revealed in the
Finally formed. Finally. Let's have some fun. You fucking me? Hilarious.
Yes, orbit. One punch!
gods favor us.
You're lost. Everyone's been waiting.
Thank you for your help.
Absolute top tier play.
Oh yeah, I heard something funny. How West stay idle for a bit. Because apparently she says something if you just sit here.
Just turn on auto. I'll carry.
And that's what she says.
Here it comes. Unlimited firepower.
Divination tells me that this will hurt. People always say that the will of heaven can't be overturned. But I wish to observe the heavens with my divination. May you have the best of luck. To an explosive star!
It's all about the thrill. No more messing around. This next round, real game.
Here's a bad omen, but no need to thank me.
Watch and learn. This is Honkai.
Okay, I'm gonna let Auto take the Auto take full control now.
Destroy the skies.
Oh, it just looks like that was over anyways. It's on the roll again, so so there's 2 events going on right now? Okay, 2 events. Fun. Again, last event felt like it had absolutely... When we had this thing, the Cosmic Con, last time, it had nothing to do with the main plot. It only had, like, some character spoils, which were already dropped in the first patch. Well, when version 4 came out. So it added no new things, except for, oh look, here's the bar, which is here. Again, it felt out of place. Or no, where was it already? No, the bar wasn't introduced yet. Or was it? Regardless. We'll look into these 2 events later. We have main story. To take care of. Let me first eat these. Munch, 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 munch. So so in Currency Wars you can use that Fox character before she even released. Okay. I will get to it. What I prefer to do is get back to the main plot. Skip. Just start it. I don't care about the recap. Happy. Sad. Okay, I'm going to see what's going on.
It's still early. Where to now? Nice. Nice.
Okay, sorry. Now where am I going? That way. First, convenience store person.
Welcome.
Be quiet, take my money. Wish they had a buy all budget. But About 10,000 apologies. Okay, back up, here we go. But still, the whole reason why Alicia was most used for movement and idle was, again, it comes from being idle, since a lot of times they just leave her standing. I wonder, does it also count modes? It doesn't count like, hey, you left, you're doing a different mode, your character's technically just standing there when you're not, when you're doing those modes, since, yeah, she's mostly the one standing around as I do these modes. Did that train just blink out of existence?
Wait, did you hear that? The moon just spoke!
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it? That winking moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real. Hey, it wasn't just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
I heard it too.
The whole world heard it. So of course you heard it.
That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all my authority and become the true, permanent Eon of Elation. Which means... Precisely. Aha has raised the stakes. The final winner will inherit the authority of Elation itself.
Are you serious? This is so wild. It doesn't even feel real anymore.
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of Amber eras. The transfer of an Eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager, lightly traded in a single world's game?
Exactly. It's just too weird. Can you really just give up being an Eon? What if this is just a big prank by those masked fools?
In the historical records, instances of the Phantasmoon speaking are few and far between, and the likelihood of it being influenced by an external force is exceedingly slim. Basically, unless what the Phantasmoon said is some cruel joke or a play on words, once the games are over, a new god will be born. One of unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose. They won't be a guest with a 1-minute pass to the Elation theme park. They will be its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair. You wished that if you won the Phantom Moon Games, Aha would become the new leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance. Perhaps Aha heard your idea and decided to pack up and flee in the middle of the night.
No way! It's Baseball, Raccoon, March Bunny, and Hime Cat in the flesh! Oh, what are they doing here?
I couldn't even get a ticket to Star Rail Fest, and now I'm seeing them right here on the street!
Whoa. Where did all these people come from?
Hey, that declaration the Phantom Moon mentioned was about you, right? What are you gonna do? Got any kind of moon landing plans in the works?
You should just hit it with your bat! Send that thing spinning into a black hole at the edge of the cosmos!
Bet.
You smash anyone who stands in your way with that bat!
Or
The way
poke
they
them.
say it makes you sound like a supervillain. Uh-oh. You don't think that fight with the Daybreak Squadron made everyone turn on us, do you?
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You beat the Daybreak Warriors senseless.
Oh! All these big shots from across the cosmos, fighting to the death right in our backyard. It's gonna be epic!
Epic. Are you brain dead? One wrong move from them and we're in serious trouble. Just like what happened with the Herald of Death years ago.
Sign this for me, future Eon!
Yo! When you become an Eon, can I be your Emanator?
Hey, sign my phone, please. I don't even know who you are. I'm gonna make my bet, my emulator. And with the spear. And this... and this... Well, the hat. This quill. And these lightsabers. Which I don't know I have yet. But I do have it.
We should get away from this mess. Let's head back to the Express and discuss matters there.
You're back. Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantom Moon's declaration. Things really are changing fast. You're right. The fact that the Phantom Moon openly made a promise is anything but ordinary.
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands, the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions. After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
Yeah.
And robot
that may
will.
be exactly what the Phantom Moon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Madam Pearl has sent a communication request to the Astral Express. Accept transmission?
It hasn't been long since we parted, and here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madame Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantos Moon's recent declaration.
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. A permanent handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantos Moon. Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
In any case, the Phantos Moon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Aberration Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the Imaginary. When normal people believe power rests in their hands, their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful, and make sure to protect yourselves. Correct. It would be wise to keep a low profile and stay out of the public eye. The Media and Public Relations Department has been monitoring public sentiment. At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral Express are surging.
I've seen it online myself. Following the fight with the Daybreak Warriors, there's been no shortage of hostile commentary aimed at her. A commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures are nothing but stories fabricated by the IPC. Many believe the Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes, and some are even speculating that she is the new Herald of Death.
What the? What's wrong with these people?
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Full Wish. I've received a report from the Security Bureau. They tell me that many fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been stirred up and are threatening retaliation against the Express. I'll reinforce security in case agitators attempt to storm the station. Regrettably, I cannot agree to this. Clarifying the facts amid a frenzy of public sentiment is like trying to quell boiling water by stirring it. It only fuels the flames. The happiness surgery causes recipients to undergo an abundance transformation. Disclosing such sensational information would probably be taken as a hoax, or trigger public panic. I will instruct the Department of Aberration Defense to verify the true mechanism behind the happiness surgery as soon as possible, and assess its potential impact. I strongly advise you to exercise restraint in front of the media. Even the smallest statement can be selectively edited and misrepresented. That much is certain. Still, given the current volatility of public sentiment, please exercise caution and self-control. I sincerely hope that the Phantos Moon's declaration will not disrupt the goodwill between us. A greater danger still stands before us. After listening to the declaration, who knows what extremes Full Wish might be driven to. Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further developments, I will keep you apprised.
What do you make of the current situation?
We need to take action and put a stop to Full Wish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantos Moon Games, I'd still make this decision. Cinderborn and his friends only wished to become heroes. Yet Full Wish toyed with them, trampled their dreams and cast them aside as expendable pieces. As his idol, I have to protect him. I'll fight for him and for everyone who believes in the Express.
Agreed. Given the likelihood of Full Wish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering, the happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just, how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death. 15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the bloody bloom, was no mere delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree promising him everlasting life. I cannot say whether the vision this madman claimed to see corresponds to something real, but the possibility cannot be ruled out. He claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in Plain Arcadia ultimately forged another version of himself. Full Wish. Right now, in Plain Arcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought. Full Wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people. What are you really trying to accomplish? I need more information about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me? If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantom Moon Games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there. If you're set, let's get moving.
Well, after that so-called dream campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation. Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
Don't worry, Marge. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit. Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish? Should we go and find Mr. Ryusuke first?
It's only appropriate that we obtain permission from the Dean before proceeding with the investigation. 15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records. And only he knows where they're stored. Let's go then. To the dean's office.
Say yes.
From the math teacher that the gym teacher. The business club's looking for new members.
Himeko! There you are at last. The news said you got into a huge fight with those, what were they called? Warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. And then you disappeared. Now, let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide. If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. Do you think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinates?
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himeko or something.
In any case, I'll leave Himeko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Stop! Every time you and she get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course. I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the question to come in rounds.
In rounds?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Foolish. But regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni. I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need. You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around in the Genesis classroom, right?
Oh my goodness, I thought I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you!
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit. I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me in the end.
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. Oh, you and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to? Make-A-Wish? The poor child who survived the Herald of Death. The school organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl, though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived. What a bunch of scoundrels. She had good grades and a good heart, and becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over Seafeld TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Miss Dolly, for your intel.
Nice! Nice! Nice!
Okay. Well, I was making brownies.
Ugh, the atmosphere in this archive room is giving me the creeps. It's so gloomy. Almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting unsettling things. There's a lot of data stored here. Aside from what my father organized for us, let's explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Full Wish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits. Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
Is this? Ugh, did they really have to put this here?
I didn't finish. I'll worry about it later.